tell me what you have planned for Atlantic City. Have you been there before?
Yeah, I have performed there before. It's always a very incredible occasion whenever we go there. You know, with all the amenities around and the events that are taking place in that city at the time. But the show last year was pretty awesome, and it's a great way to celebrate the holiday and to celebrate a new year coming up. And it's possible that the show might even not even happen because the world might be over. But hey, if the world's gone or the world's here, I'll still be there.
And are you concerned about this world-ending situation? Or are you just taking it one day at a time? Or?
No, I'm not concerned, dude. I don't think the world's gonna end. I gotta put my album out before the world ends.
So I hear you're shooting a video right now. What song is it for?
No, I'm just shooting a few videos for the songs off my album right now.
Okay.
I got my dude over here, Rex Arrow, and we're just kind of coming up with different video concepts for the album, trying to do something real special and different. Yeah, it's very good stuff, man. I'm very excited.
And so are you, being in front of the camera, is that something that comes naturally to you? You just feel comfortable there? Or?
It depends what the situation is. When I'm high, I don't like being in front of the camera. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But, like, my mom's a photographer, so she was taking pictures of me since I was a little kid. So, and then when it comes to like shooting videos or doing certain things, you just kind of get used to the camera and have fun with it.
Tell me about being from Pittsburgh. How does that factor into what you do, your music? Do you consider yourself a Pittsburgh guy? Is that a big part of your identity, or?
Yeah, definitely. I bleed black and gold. I'm definitely from the burg all the way. And I think that, we don't have a choice. We're all products of our environment. So my environment was Pittsburgh, and it definitely made me and molded me into who I am today. I just see myself as someone who's just trying to make music to push the culture forward and push people forward and just play my part. But for the most part, man, I'm just making music because that's what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have some huge plan of like changing the world or some huge plan of doing anything. It's just I just want to make the best music that I'm capable of, and hopefully some people will like it.
Now you have released a lot of free downloads, and you had your EPs, and so are you just trying to get your music out there however you can? Is that one of the goals right now, just to get as much exposure as possible, or?
It's not really about exposure. I mean, that's how it started, was putting out free music, was like, hey, we need to get the word out.
Yeah.
But now it's more of a stress-free way of releasing music to give it out for free. Like when you make an album, there's all these other variables that come into the equation, and when it's free music, it's kind of like, hey, I just finished a song, I'm just gonna put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like to take it too seriously. Like, a lot of people are like, hey, I don't want to put this out because it's not like the best thing I've ever done, and I want to only do that, which is respectable. But for me, it's just I just have fun making music and want my fans to be along for the ride.
Now, I want to ask you a little about working with Pharrell. What was that experience like to be involved with him?
Pharrell.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's great, man. Pharrell's, he's a genius, and I definitely learned a lot from just watching him work, and, it was a dream come true to make music with him, and still is, and he's become a close friend of mine, and someone who the relationship goes beyond music, which is very dope. But yeah, man, it's just been a great experience, and experimenting with different things musically, and just kind of working with someone who's worked with everyone from the Cliffs to Jay-Z NERD and someone that with that type of stature to really believe in what you're doing, it's nice.
And when do you think the record's gonna drop?
It's a good question, bro. It's a very good question. We both have very busy schedules, and we don't want to put out anything that's not groundbreaking. And we haven't been able to really get in and put the finishing touches on it yet.
Yeah.
And I gotta get into album mode, so I don't know how it's gonna work out. I might just jump into the album mode. However, the project is gonna be great when it does drop. But we just have to find some time to, get together and finish it. And it sucks, but it's a lot more difficult than it seems.
I see you were ranked number 18 on Complex Magazine's most stylish list. So is that something that you're, focus on your look? Spend a lot of time with that, or is it more sort of come together spontaneously? Or
I don't really make an attempt to look good. It just happens. It's like I don't know. Like the whole fashion shit is a little too much for me. I just kind of wear what I wear. I'm not really too infatuated with name brands and what's hot right now, what pattern's cool. If I see something that I like it, I put it on, and it's pretty much as deep as that goes.
Yeah.
But hey, Complex thinks I'm one of the most fashionable celebrities. I'll take it. Fuck yeah.
Sure. Okay, and the last thing I want to ask you about is your alter ego of is it Larry Lovestein? How do you pronounce that? Where did that come from?
Well, I've been playing piano, for the majority of my life, and I've always wanted to sing, but I never had a good voice. So, Larry Lovestein is the homie who, he just wants to bring love into the world, and it's not really jazz, it's not soul, but it's like my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
It just came from like working on the album so hard and being stressed out and wanting to step back and just make some different music. It's like a vacation. The music to me reminds me of like a beach with a woman that you love. Different music has different visuals to go along with it, but
right.
Larry Lovestein is like a vacation
from all the stress of the other stuff you're doing.
Exactly. Because who's really going to tell me anything about a jazz project? They're just going to be like, what? And that's cool. Yeah, man, I just want to tell everyone to make sure they come to the Atlantic City shows. They're going to be very fun. It's going to be very exciting. I might do something very special because I'm not doing a lot of shows. And this is one of the few shows in the United States that I'll be doing for a long time. So, make sure people come out and I just want as many of my fans as possible to be there so they can see what we got planned for them.
Great. Okay. Well, Mac, thanks so much for squeezing us in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right. Take it easy.
You too, bro. Easy does it.